What up you guys, it's Christina. I'm so happy to be back in a new video with you today because I'm going to be sharing with you the best juicing hacks or the best juicing tips for beginners. And not just for beginners, but for anyone who is passionate about juicing. Basically, I'm going to be sharing with you all of my tips, my knowledge, my wisdom, and my tools to help juicing be the best experience possible for you, to help save you time, money, and so much more. It's a new year and so many of you are excited for a fresh start. You're excited to get healthy. You're excited to get into the best shape of your life. I hope to be able to guide you along the way. Every single day I'm getting questions about juicing right now. Can I juice this? Do I not juice this? Do I peel this? How do I put this through the machine? How do I wash the machine? The machine's stuck. What do I do here? The questions go on, and I'm hoping today I'll be able to answer so many of your questions and hopefully teach you something new along the way. I've been a raw vegan for over 15 years now. I've been juicing for much of that time. My diet consists of fruits, vegetables, nuts, and seeds, and I thrive on colorful living foods that are ripe, fresh, organic, local, whole, and so much more. Fruits and vegetables is where it's at, and that is exactly why I'm making this video for you today. Today, I'm going to be talking about some specific ingredients, how to juice them, what not to juice, some do's and don'ts of juicing, and even I will be sharing with you a delicious juice recipe. Before we jump into this video, I have a surprise gift for you today, and I'm gifting you all a free ebook. So many of you have been amazing to me this past year, and I want to give back to you. So as a gift for every single person who watches this video, I'm gifting you a free ebook, and it's called A Beginner's Guide to Juicing. And it's a short, sweet, simple ebook about the do's and don'ts of juicing, juice feasting versus water fasting, and some other tips and tools that will help you on your juicing journey. All you need to do is click on the link below and download the ebook, and it's yours for free, and I hope you guys enjoy it. Because we're going to be talking about juicing today, it's important that you all have a juicer. And my favorite juicer that I recommend to you is the Nama juicer. I've been using this juicer for almost 2 years now. I love it. It is absolutely the best juicer. I've done several comparisons on my channel using this juicer. When it comes to yield, taste, oxidation, greens, and more, this juicer wins hands down every time. I'll link a few of my comparison videos below for you. To help you guys out, Nama is offering a 15% off discount code for everyone who wants to start their year off fresh. And the code is FRK15. All you have to do is apply that code at checkout when you get a Nama juicer, and it'll automatically give you 15% off. The link for this juicer is below for you all with the discount code. Click on it and be sure to get this awesome juicer and get started juicing. It will change your life. Every single day people ask me what juicer I have, what do I recommend, what do I use. I love the Nama. It's hands down the best. Best torque, best value, best everything. Just trust me when I say this. Instead of going through 10 different cheap juicers that will only last you a month or two, buy this juicer that will last you for 10 years and give you the most epic quality, taste good, and be so good for your body. So for those of you who want 15% off the Nama juicer, FRK15, the link is below, and enjoy. Also, I want to let you know that my 21-day fully raw and vegan challenge starts on February the 15th this year. We're going fully raw, vegan, or a fusion of both for 21 days. And I'm going to be hosting 21 days of live Zoom calls, supporting and coaching you every single step along the way. When you join my program, you get access to the meal plans, the recipes, the daily videos, the Zoom links, the emails, the homework, and so much more. I hope to have you join us on this challenge. We start on February the 15th. The links to sign up are below for you. Please don't miss out on this. It's going to be the most epic 21 days and way to kickstart 2021. Doing this will change your life. Please trust me. I'm giving you 21 days of my time. We're going to be spending time every single day together for 21 days. So please join us. Click on the links below. I hope to have you join my challenge. And last but not least, My app is now free to download. Lots of good news today. For those of you who didn't know, I have a Fully Raw app on both iTunes and Google Play. It has more than 450 raw food recipes in there, and I think maybe 100 of them, close to 100 of them, might be juice recipes. It's filled with so much goodness, and my app is now free to download. Before, my previous model was that you had to pay twice when you downloaded it, and now you only have to pay once. And once you download it, you get to choose your subscription plan. You can choose monthly or yearly. I highly recommend the yearly because you get access to more. So whether or not you want to download my free ebook, join my 21-day challenge, or download and access all of the recipes on my Fully Raw app, I hope you enjoy all of these resources I'm able to provide for you so that you can live your happiest and healthiest life ever. All of the links are below for you. Please check them out. So first thing is first, juicing is fun. Make it a fun experience for yourself. So many of you look at juicing as this daunting task that you have to do and you dread doing it because it takes time. But the truth is, juicing is so much fun. And if you change your perception of it, it can be so exciting because most likely it's going to be helping you get into the best shape and feel your best. So I say, create a fun juicing space for yourself in the kitchen. Turn on some music, invite someone you love to come into the kitchen and juice with you, start dancing in the kitchen. Make this a fun experience for yourself. Next tip, you do need to dedicate your time to doing this. Don't expect for this to be a last minute thing every single day. Juicing is something that's a commitment. So if you're going to commit to juicing every morning, get up 30 minutes earlier because it will only take about 15 minutes to make your juice and clean your juicer. And you'll probably need that other 15 minutes to get your veggies and your fruits prepped and cut and ready. So set aside 30 minutes every single day for you to juice and really commit to that time. Because if you don't do it, then most likely the juicing part won't ever happen. And the goal is for you to drink more juice. Many people are always asking me how to save more time on juicing because they feel it takes up too much time and they don't have time and they're busy. We're all busy, I understand this. And the biggest time-saving tip that I can give you when juicing is to bulk juice in the morning. Whether you're trying to just juice once a day or if you're on a complete juice feast, if you juice everything all at once, it saves you time. Not only does it save you time, but it saves you from cleaning your juicer multiple times a day. As long as you are sealing your juice in a seal-tight glass container like a mason jar, and making sure you're sealing it as much as possible, with a Nama juicer or something similar, it will not oxidize as fast. You can keep your juice up to 24 or 48 hours. As you can see, I have several ingredients on this table. Now, I've been juicing for a really long time, so I know how to combine flavors. I know how to combine sweet and savory things so that the combinations come out right and they taste really good. But if you're a beginner, trust me when I say I know that I've made some combinations in the past that I did not like and that my stomach did not agree with. And so one of the best tips that I can give you is to start simple when you first start juicing. Start by juicing just one ingredient or even 3 to 4. Now here's the thing, start by juicing just one ingredient at a time and get used to tasting what one ingredient tastes like in your juice. For instance, orange juice. I'm sure many of you have had orange juice that comes in a carton from the store. But have you ever made your own fresh orange juice from real oranges, maybe from the farmer's market even, and run them through your own juicer or hand press? I guarantee you the taste is far more intense and far more delicious. Orange juice is just one example. How about cucumber juice, celery juice, apple juice, pineapple juice, individual ingredients? I know this might sound weird or strange, but when you first go fully raw or vegan or even start juicing, things might not taste so good to you because maybe you're used to eating the standard American diet and you're used to eating highly processed foods, things with tons of added sugar. And maybe eating vegetables just won't taste good to you at first. But here's the thing, the longer you do this, the better the food tastes. When I first started eating fully raw, I'd bite into a mango and be like, it's a mango. But now, when I eat a ripe, juicy mango, oh my gosh, I get it all over my face. It's the most delicious, sweetest thing ever. My taste buds change, and your taste buds will change too. No, that sounds crazy, but trust me when I say this. The more you juice, the more you change your palate, the better this will taste to you, and the more your body will crave it. Yes, I said that. The more your body will crave these foods instead of the bad foods. Back to talking about the ingredients. I recommend starting with either one ingredient at a time so that you can start to get your palate accustomed to consuming fresh fruits and vegetables, or by only juicing a combination of 3 or 4 fruits and vegetables at a time. Do not be afraid to experiment in the kitchen with your juicer. That's a huge tip. So many people are afraid of creating the wrong combination. You shouldn't be afraid of creating the wrong combination. Have fun. If you're scared, start with 3 or 4 fruits or vegetables and ingredients. Maybe try 1 fruit with 3 veggies, or even 3 fruits with 1 veggie. My app has a ton of juice recipes for you. My website has a ton of juice recipes for you. My program has a ton of juice recipes for you. And you can always choose what you love and drink that. No one is going to force you to drink something that you don't want to drink, or to drink kale because it's good for you. If you don't like kale, don't drink kale. Try something else instead. Don't be afraid to substitute. That's a huge tip. You can substitute anything and everything out there when it comes to juice. A lot of people don't like celery juice. My recommendation, substitute it with cucumber juice. Cucumber juice on its own is divine. The more ingredients you add into your juice, the more muddled the taste becomes. And unless you really know your combinations of fruits and vegetables, it's hard to create a good combination that has more than 4 or 5 ingredients. Because at that point, you might be creating a kitchen sink, and it's hard to create something that will taste really good. Oftentimes, the more ingredients you add might make the juice taste worse. So keep it simple to begin with. Simple is best at the beginning. Even my advanced juicers out there will tell you that some days they prefer just 1 or 2 ingredients in their juice because it's refreshing and they can actually taste the flavor profile of each individual ingredient. I know I do. The other day I had just celery, cucumber, and lime, and it was divine. That rhymed. A good rule of thumb for juicing is that you want to drink the rainbow. So if you're going to be doing a juice cleanse or anything like that, try to create as many colors as you can. And in my free ebook that I'm gifting to all of you today, I share with you my top 15 favorite items to juice, and every single one of those will give you a different color of juice. And you can have fun along the way making rainbow juices in your kitchen. And trust me when I say that drinking all of these colors brings so much joy and life into your home, into your body, into your soul, reestablishes your connection with food and the earth in a way that I cannot describe. So many people have become really disconnected from what's on their plate because they don't see where it comes from, but they don't get to experience or appreciate what they're putting in their body because it's just something they have to do every day. But this is why I'm trying to wake you up. I'm trying to get you excited about juicing, and I'm trying to get you to realize how extremely important and special this truly is. So I want to talk about some of the ingredients right here because I think this is really important. First things first, when it comes to citrus, whether it's tangerines or oranges or limes, always peel your citrus. I get this mistake all the time from people who just want to cut and throw in their citrus and they cannot drink it. And it's because the skin of all citrus has an essential oil in it that is so strong it overpowers your entire juice. So be sure to peel your citrus before you run it through the juicer. Another tip I want to share with you right here for those of you who really like an extra kick in your juice or you want a little spice, I recommend playing around with herbs, garlic, jalapeno, ginger, turmeric. Don't be afraid of using these things. They're actually wonderful in moderation. Now here's the thing, always start small. Taste the juice and then add a little bit more. I would never recommend for you to just throw a whole jalapeno in your juice at the beginning, right? Because you probably wouldn't be able to drink your juice without hyperventilating a little bit. But I would say this, cut off the tip, put it in, and drink the juice. See how it tastes, see if you like that amount of spice, and if it's too much, add more sweetness to it, add more cucumber, more celery to kind of balance it out, and if you want more spice, add more. A lot of people think I'm weird when I say to add jalapeno to juice. It actually adds a really nice spice to your juice, and it is not as hot as you might think. I also love adding in garlic. 1 clove at a time, 2 for my people who are really crazy garlic lovers out there. Turmeric, ginger, these are all amazing root vegetables that you can add in your juice. Now here's the thing, whether you're gonna add in any of these, your jalapeno or your herbs, I always recommend adding these in first. Whenever you're gonna start making a juice, add your most condensed root veggies in first. Why do I say this? I say this because these are so potent and so powerful. And in order for these to truly get into your juice, I guess, and be rinsed through your juicer, you need something to wash it down. So by running your ginger, your turmeric, your garlic, your herbs through your juicer first, and then following it up with something like cucumber or carrots or romaine, all the juices from these items will wash that down into your juice better. Because if you were to add the turmeric or the garlic at the end, you probably wouldn't get the most out of this. I hope that makes sense. So the tip I'm trying to give you right now is to juice your lowest water content veggies, fruits, or roots first, and then end with your fruits or veggies that have the highest water content. So basically that means the things that have the least amount of water, you run through your juicer first, and the things that have the most amount of water, you run through your juicer last. Let's touch briefly on juicing too much, organic produce, and storage. So many of you are afraid of juicing too much. Well, what if I juice too much and I can't finish it all? 2 things. Store your juice in a glass container like this one. Seal the lid really tight. If you have a juicer like a Will, your juice will last up to 48 hours. You could even make 4 to 6 of these jars in 3 days and just drink 2 jars every single day until they're done. If that is too much for you, something else you can do that I know some people love to do is they'll juice fruit juice, something that's a little bit more on the sweeter side, and they'll pour their juice into ice cube trays and they'll freeze their juice and then put it into their water later and basically drink their juice as ice cubes. Now, that being said, you can also take extra juice and put it in a ZIPLOC bag and save it that way. And then once it thaws out, you drink it again. There's so many ways to save your juice, but I have a feeling you're gonna be one of those people who finishes all their juice because it's so good you won't wanna stop drinking it, right? You'll be one of those people. I'm one of those people. Organic produce. I know that not everyone is able to get access to organic produce, not everyone is able to afford organic produce. So my best advice would be to follow the Dirty Dozen, which essentially is a list that's put out every year that shares with you the top 12 most contaminated fruits and veggies and the top cleanest ones that are not organic. My biggest rule of thumb is to always get your greens organic, no matter what. And then things like oranges, lemons, things that have a peel, you can compromise on those and get those non-organic, but I always get my greens organic. That is so important. Organic produce has, I think, 7 times the amount of nutrients. It's either 3 times or 7 times the amount of nutrients that conventional produce has in it. Organic produce just has more nutrients for your body, so it's worth the investment in my opinion. I'm probably gonna have to do another video just on juice feasting because it's a whole different topic and people always ask me, if I'm gonna be juicing all day, how do I stay full? My #1 tip on how to do that is to make your juices sweeter so that you can get in more calories and you can remain more full throughout the day. Now, I'll just give you that one tip for my juice feasters out there, and you guys can let me know in the comments if you want me to do a better video basically on just how to do a juice cleanse for 1 or 2 or 3 days. I know I've done these before, I have a program on my website, but might be good to do an explanation here on YouTube as well. A money-saving tip for you when it comes to juicing would be buy local and buy in bulk. Go to your farmer's market, ask how much a case discount is. Go to your local grocery store and ask if you can buy a crate of oranges, a crate of grapefruit, a crate of celery, a box of something. Usually they'll discount it for you 10 to 30% off and you will leave with abundance. Also, local produce tends to be fresher and have more nutrients, and some of these local farmers would really appreciate your support. I'm sure they'd be willing to work with you so that you could buy some of their delicious fruits and veggies. Word about beets. Always start with a half of a beet at a time. I don't have beets on this table, but beets are known to be a natural laxative. I actually did a video about this a year ago about how beet juice is a natural laxative. You guys can go back and check it out if you want. I know for some people, beets can cause them to go to the restroom really quickly. It can also make people nauseous. So if you're gonna start using beets and you've never done it before, start with half of a beet and work your way up. There's certain things that you can't juice, like mangoes, avocados. I mean, you can, but the juice doesn't come out like juice. It comes out more like a puree. And in my free ebook that I'm gifting to you today, I actually share with you my top 10 ingredients or my top 10 items that I do not recommend juicing. You won't get a good juice out of these items. It's in that ebook for you. We talked about bulk juicing in the morning to save you time. Another tip I want to share with you is straining. You guys are always asking me why I strain my juices. I'm going to show you in a minute. But I strain my juices because I like my juices to be really smooth. Especially if you're doing a juice cleanse and you're trying to do a solid food vacation, even those little fibers matter when it comes to doing a proper juice cleanse. And also, I don't like getting little bits of food in my teeth or my tongue. When it comes to drinking my juice, I like it just to be a smooth, cold, crisp juice, and straining does that. So I always strain my juices. It just makes the experience so much more pleasurable. My last tip for you before I make this recipe, my goodness, I think I've shared about 30 or so tips with you. Some hacks that I hope you have found to be helpful in this video so far. You're probably gonna share more when we're making this juice, but my last tip would be this. Clean your juicer immediately after juicing. Now this is a big hack, and I say this because the faster you clean this thing after you juice, the easier it will be. Some of the times it's so easy you can just rinse your juicer with water and you're done. I actually did a cleaning comparison of the Nama with 2 other juicers, and this juicer is actually the fastest to clean and the easiest to clean in my personal opinion. And trust me, I know how awful it is to clean your juicer. It's just something that nobody likes to do. This makes it bearable, right? But what makes it really unbearable is if you wait all day to clean your juicer and by the time you get to it, all of the fruit and veggie aftermath has basically crusted your juicer and you're sitting there scrubbing, right? Because all of the particles from the fruits and vegetables have dehydrated into your juicer. Trust me when I say this, prioritize your time, that 30 minutes that you need to make, prep, juice, and clean all in one sitting. Clean your juicer right after you use it. It will be a game changer for you and it will not take as long. I want to have a little fun with this recipe, so I'm going to play with some combinations. Now, if you have this in your kitchen and you were like, what do I juice today? Here's how I would group the following. You ready? I would probably do the carrot and the oranges together with the ginger and the turmeric. That's 3 things. I would probably do the cucumber with the celery and the greens together with lime, and maybe add in some garlic or jalapeno. I would also consider doing oranges with kale and lime and cilantro. That would be really good. You could also do cucumber, lime, and that's it if you wanted to do that, and one of these root veggies. A few things that I wouldn't juice together would be the cucumber and the carrot, because they have 2 very different water consistencies you'll see separation easily. All right, so I think for today, to have a little bit of fun, for all my green juice lovers out there, if you want it to be sweeter, add in extra oranges or extra apple, but I'm gonna be using the following. First, I'm gonna add in 1 clove of garlic. Next, I'm gonna add in just 1/4 of the tip of 1 jalapeno, a whole head of fresh cilantro, 5 to 6 romaine leaves, 5 to 6 leaves of kale, the juice of 2 limes or lemons, and a whole head of celery. And like I said, if you want this to be sweeter, add in oranges, maybe 4 to 5 oranges or 4 to 5 apples. And this will give you about 64 ounces of juice total. Oh, here's another tip. Adding lime or lemon into your juice will make it last a little bit longer. Another helpful tip is to always cut your celery into small pieces. No matter what juicer you have, it always makes it easier to juice celery this way so that it doesn't get stuck in your juicer. A lot of people want to just take the whole stalk and shove it down there, but the long celery strings can wrap around the auger of the juicer and it'll slow things down. Just save yourself some time and chop the celery before. How yummy does this look? I don't know about you guys, but I love me some really good green juice. It just brings me to life. Green juice is life. Thumbs up on this video if you agree. Oh. All right, just 2 more things. You guys thought I was done with my tips. I'm actually not. The first is, you noticed probably that I use my Vitamix head to strain my juices into because it's easier to pour. So I always find that if you're gonna strain into something, a bowl is good, but a bowl is really hard to pour from and it makes spilling easy. So if you have a pitcher or something like a Vitamix head, I always like to strain into my Vitamix blender head. It just makes things easier. Okay, this is my last and final tip, I promise. You do not need to throw away your pulp. There's so many different recipes you can make from your juice pulp. I have some on my app. You can make crackers. You can make raw vegan burgers. You can dehydrate this and make so many cool things. You can add this into nut and seed cheeses and make dips with it. And always remember, I know I've said this in previous videos, but the sign of a really good juicer is having dry pulp. And I don't know if you guys can see this, but this is super dry pulp. There's nothing left in this. So this is a sign that this is a fantastic juicer and there's so much you can do with this pulp. Don't throw it out. And if the last thing you need to do is compost it, then compost it, but find cool creative recipes you can make with your pulp. Maybe that needs to be one of my next future videos. All right, you guys, I hope you have loved this video of me sharing with you my juicing tips or my juicing hacks for beginners. Obviously, it wasn't just for beginners, it was for everybody, but I hope it gets you juicing. I hope this motivates you to start juicing in 2021. If you've liked this video, please be sure to give it a thumbs up. Hit the subscribe button on my channel because I've been uploading videos for you guys every single week, and I'm just so happy to have you here. Please don't forget, there's a free ebook for you to download below in the description. It's my beginner's tips for juicers ebook, and it's just free for you. It's a thank you for being a support to me for all this time. I'm grateful for you. I hope you enjoyed this ebook. Also, my 21-day fully raw and vegan challenge starts on February 15th. We're going fully raw vegan or a fusion of both for 21 days. Join the program. The link is below. For those of you looking for a Nama juicer, get 15% off by using the code FRK15 to get this incredible juicer. If you don't have a juicer, this is the one you should get. Trust me on this. Click on the link below, FRK15, apply that code at checkout. It'll give you 15% off this amazing juicer. Both the links for my recipe app for iTunes and Google Play are below for you as well. My app is now free to download, and then you get to choose your subscription. I recommend the yearly, and you have access to 450 of my raw food recipes there. Again, thank you all so much for joining me today. I hope you've loved this video. I love spending time with you. Thank you for allowing me to come into your homes, into your kitchen, and to share with you something that I think is so incredibly valuable and life-changing. I hope juicing changes your life this year. And just thank you. I love you. Thank you. Sending you all my hugs and my love, and I'll see you in my next video.